Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of the Major Idiots podcast. This is actually future Brian editing the video right now. Unfortunately, when we recorded this episode, we had a bit of a technical issue. The first minute or so of the podcast had some very warpy audio, some very not great audio. So now I did everything in my power to fix this audio, but I couldn't do anything, and I've tried everything. I tried stabilization, I've tried messing with some things, but none of that has worked. But I haven't tried dubbing the audio, doing like ADR. But unfortunately, our schedules are very hectic at the moment, so I decided to give my voice acting skills a try here and actually voice what we sound like. So yeah, here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and start right here with the intro. Hi everybody, I'm Sean McConnell. Right here is Alex DeGeneiro, Brian Lahosky. I'm so cool, and I'm here also joined by the culinary delight Alex Town. Somebody call a plumber, cause I'm a dripping faucet. Hee 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 hee. Wow, I'm Brian, and I'm really regretting my life choices right now. Okay, real audio now.
Speaking of not great choices.
Oh, that was so good.
We're talking about,
Get up, Sean.
talking about good movies, bad movies, but enjoyable movies that had an ending that really kind of killed the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you walk out of the
And
theater
shows.
like, what
That
the
is
hell
what
just
we're doing, shows.
happened?
Yeah, sometimes.
Especially like TV shows that were people were invested in for years that just ended on a wet fart. It was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Much
like The Sopranos.
Okay. We're going
That
right
transition
into it.
wasn't as graceful, but
No,
I guess
that-
you can.
That could have been. Take your clothes off.
Yeah, take it.
No, I
So
ain't
what-
no, I ain't no rat.
So what happens in the ending, DeGeneiro?
The ending is basically Tony and his wife, and also his kids. They've had very rocky relationship for most of the ending seasons, and finally they got over each other. They're accepting. Tony was gonna help his son open a club and get him into management. I think he was gonna help his daughter with school or teaching or whatever. And then he got back with his wife, who was more understanding of his predicament.
It sounds like a good ending.
And they go for food in the diner, and basically a guy walks in, he sits at the bar, then he goes to the bathroom, and then he comes out, and then it just cuts to black.
Wait, who's the guy?
Well, I thought it cut the black when Meadow walked in.
No, it cuts to black when it could be like that.
Like, 'cause either way, it cuts to black, and
It cuts to black when
leaves it
Tony's looking
ambiguous,
at the
like,
door, like,
what the hell is going to happen now?
yeah. Which basically means he got killed.
Well, maybe.
Yes, that's the thing. Throughout
We
the
don't
show,
know.
different characters are like, I wonder what happens when you die. And there's like, we go to heaven, you go to hell. And then one person said like, oh, it just cuts to black.
You
Yeah.
cut to the credits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's like a callback to that or whatever.
It could be. There's
Sounds like it is.
could be.
Honestly, I'm gonna. Now that I'm hearing this ending, well, first of all, thank you for spoiling the ending, because I haven't seen the ending of the show.
Well, another little tidbit here is like every day we're recording, we're watching an episode of The Sopranos when we get food and eat. So far, we're in what, the second season?
I think we're on the second season.
We're like 5 episodes into the second season. We've been doing this for
We will
what, a year?
continue this podcast until we are done with The Sopranos. But also, I guess that's pointless now because you just spoiled it.
We're
so.
still gonna watch it.
Sure.
Yeah.
If it took us a year to get through one season, there's like 12 seasons.
I kind
or
of hear
six.
I hear that, and I'm like, oh, it's like the guy like made amends, but then he dies at the end. Maybe that's like a thing. It's like, oh, no matter what you do, the death comes for us all.
He made a lot of enemies.
He made a lot of mind you, Tony is still a bad person.
Oh, sure.
He just fixed his family life.
Mm-hmm.
As for all the other conflicts that he started, it's still in the open water. Yeah, what he did.
Well, I gotta see the whole show then to maybe get the context of it.
Yeah.
At least
Yes.
it's unique. I don't think any other show has done that, except for one that I know that I actually have on my list.
You going to go then? Go ahead.
Yeah, that actually ties in really nicely. So Everyone Hates Chris.
I
I had this on my list. So the last episode, in the last season, Chris drops out of school because he was tardy for class so many times they're holding him back.
Mm-hmm.
So he wants to drop out and get his GED. And just like The Sopranos, they go to like a diner. They're listening to music, and they shoot it in the exact same way, where it cuts to black before he's asked like, what is, because he gets a letter of like whether he passed a GED or not.
Sure.
And like, what does it say? And then it just cuts to black, so you don't really find out.
Was that intentional? Like it was a
it's
parody of that?
Oh yeah, it's supposed to be a parody of it, but they don't really set it up at all. it just sort of happens.
That's kind of funny, honestly.
Yeah,
though.
but here's the thing. So they actually made an animated series recently, continuing the story.
Oh, okay.
And they just continue right where it left off.
Oh, okay.
From that, and it's just like Rochelle, the mom, just says, "Oh, you didn't pass."
After all that, that's funny.
Not only it's a bad animated series, so not only was that not a great ending, the next show also made it worse. Of just like, couldn't just let it be, I guess. So
yeah.
It's one I did not like, and also I didn't understand it when I was a kid, because I didn't know what The Sopranos was. So I'm just like, well,
that's sort of the issue with like parody like that, where it's like, you know, parodies at the time, like if something is parodying something, then it's like, oh, you know, it's probably not going to hold up. Like, did you know there's I watched Madagascar as a kid, and there's just randomly a reference to American Beauty, and as a kid I was like, what the is this?
Interesting. I don't think I caught that either.
Nobody talks about that movie anymore, like American Beauty. Like everybody was like,
I thought you were going to say no one talks about Madagascar anymore.
Well, no, everybody loves
fucking love
Madagascar.
Madagascar.
About it once a week.
Yeah.
What the talking about? I love Madagascar.
I cannot move it anymore, Marty. You cut off my fucking legs. So what's yours, Brian?
Oh, well, if we're on the topics of shows, I actually I did just think of this, and there's a great video on this that I saw recently. But the ending to 2.5 Men, this is not a great show by any means. It's kind of like a fairly generic like comedy. It's made by the same guy who made The Big Bang Theory.
Oh, is it?
So
I didn't even know that.
Oh, what? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's
Bazinga.
like, thank you for that.
Well, The Big Bang Theory is actually good though.
Sure, buddy.
Yeah,
Sure,
troops are
buddy.
watching
And-
that to this day.
And Young Sheldon.
I have marathoned that till I passed out. All right.
Oh, God.
Big Bang Theory.
You
Bazinga.
specifically watched the Xbox versus PlayStation episode.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
That was...
Yeah. I absolutely remember
I definitely
that
did
episode.
that. No, so 2.5 Men, if you didn't know, stars Charlie Sheen, which should already tell you what most of the drama of the show revolves
Tiger
around.
Blood.
No, that's the thing, right?
Doesn't he just try to sleep with women the entire time?
Well, yeah, that's the whole premise of the show, is that like one of them's like, oh, I'm a womanizer, and the other one's like, I'm unmarried, or I got divorced, and I'm pathetic.
And I have a son who I don't really love.
And I have a kid who will go on to be like, oh, this show is trash. I don't want to be here. But no, so 2.5 Men, it took, like, when it was in circulation is when all the Charlie Sheen drama happened. Like, Charlie Sheen, like, went on this big rant, and he essentially got, like, fired from the show.
What did he rant about?
He just went on
He
all
was on a
these
lot of
tirades.
drugs.
Yeah, like, how long did he got?
A lot of drugs. That's when he was like, Adonis DNA, Tiger Blood, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, it was a whole...
Winning.
It was a whole meme.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so the show tried to go on without him, and it struggled to find its footing. Not that it really had much footing anyway. It was just like a fairly...
They lost their star.
Yeah, so they had the other guy, and they
Ashton Kutcher?
They had Ashton Kutcher. The kid left at one point because he also hated being on the show.
Well, yeah.
And they replaced it with, like, at one point it was like Charlie Sheen's character's like daughter, like long lost daughter, and then she left, and then it was replaced with like an older woman, I guess. And then the final episode, which is so bizarre, is like this thing where it's like, well, because in the show they say that Charlie Sheen's character, who's literally just Charlie, died.
Yeah.
I think he got
hit by a train.
Hit by a train.
I
No.
thought you said a tree for a second. How does a tree come
No,
in?
but what happens is it's revealed that Charlie was alive, and his ex-girlfriend kidnapped him and placed him in a basement. Like it's like this big well. It's like a parody of Silence of the Lambs, I guess.
Yeah.
And there's this whole thing where like Charlie escapes and he's trying to get revenge on all the characters, and the series ends with like Charlie. It's not Charlie Sheen because they didn't want to even bother with that. It's Charlie walking up to the door, and then a piano just falls on him for whatever reason.
What?
And then it like pans out to Chuck Lorre, the creator, and he's like, "Oh, winning!" like the Charlie Sheen meme, and then he gets hit by a piano.
Is that really how it ends?
It's really how it ends. It's such a bizarre way
That's
to
really
end the show.
stupid.
Just a
Yeah.
Looney Tunes, just weird ending.
Yeah, it's
That's probably what they're
Yeah.
going for. It's like, yeah, it's like how Wile E. Coyote always ends, being crushed.
I can appreciate it from like, I mean, there are some like, there is like a point of that episode, that final episode, where like they're talking to the police chief, played by Arnold Schwarzenegger for some reason.
Because why not?
Yeah, because why not? And they're explaining the plot of the show to him, and they're just like, yeah, well, you put it like that, it really doesn't make any sense. Like, that stuff's funny. I guess it's like a meta ending. Like, it's something different.
Yeah.
But, like, I can just imagine watching the show for, like, 9 seasons.
They got 9 seasons?
Yeah. Again, it's like a CBS kind of, like, again, daytime sitcom for...
It's the kind of show you watch after work.
Yeah.
Drink a beer.
Yeah.
Right.
And you're like,
Forget
my
about your
life
problems."
sucks. This show sucks.
Yeah.
I can't
My
wait.
life may suck, but it doesn't suck as much as the show.
Right. I gotta
I
find
can't-
the name of the video.
I can't wait for comments on this. Be like, you're wrong. Those endings were fantastic. You're wrong. This is
You're wrong.
It's a social commentary.
Yeah. You can see our next video about happy endings that we're going to do next.
Lowercase J. He did a video, the worst sitcom ending of all time. So watch that if you want more details on that. It's a pretty fun video.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty dumb ending to a show. So,
Yeah, well, that definitely makes me a little lost there.
God.
And
Okay.
speaking of
I was going
Alright.
to talk about it.
and
But
speaking
go.
of that, Game of Thrones.
That's a subversion right there.
Thank you, Ryan Johnson.
Yeah. Look at you.
Hey, yeah, the ending of Game of Thrones is terrible.
I thought you were doing Lost.
No, I'm not. I did a bit.
He was
Oh.
doing a thing.
Wait, speaking of that's got me
Okay.
lost. Speaking of lost, Game of Thrones.
All right. Fine.
He had
you
to be
know,
there.
He was right there. He's right next to me.
He had to be there more.
Is none of this real?
What?
I'm
Oh.
not real.
Ah!
All your memories are fake.
Go Gadget.
Go Gadget.
Go Gadget. Shitty 8th season.
Go Gadget. All mountains on Earth are flat.
Go Gadget. Your flesh is mine.
Go Gadget. The color black is now white.
So what happened in Game of Thrones? Why is this so bad?
Well, I mean, the last 2 seasons were really rough
I gotta add.
because they didn't have any more material to go on from the books to really kind of.
Well, no, they had some ideas because they were working with. Was it George
Yeah,
R. R.
George R. R.
Martin?
Martin, yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure because I don't want to say the other one.
George Clooney.
No, I
George
was going to
Miller?
say Tolkien.
Oh, that's.
Tolkien's way dead.
Or no, I was going to say R. or some. What are
You
the
okay?
No,
Oh, you're saying George R. R. Martin? I thought you were talking about George R. R. Martin.
I only like him because he made Elden Ring. But
Yeah, he's an indie game developer. He made that game
that
all
is
by
not an
himself.
indie game,
Then
Then
Brian.
he didn't make it.
That
I
is
thought you were gonna
not
say
an
like
indie.
George Miller. You know, I loved him in Death Stranding 2.
Oh no,
yeah.
His
no,
best work.
no. But yeah, they were working with him. But yeah, he's just so slow in making the books that fans are scared that he's never gonna finish in
Like he's gonna
time.
die.
But the show is mainly because they had already written spin-offs and were going to get ready to produce it. But they didn't have a ending for Game of Thrones.
Also,
Also,
because it was really bad. It just doesn't make any sense.
No, they were doing fine up until the last season.
The season before that wasn't that good either.
who are the 2 guys, like the showrunners that everyone hates? D&D are their names?
I can't remember.
They had a
Damon
long.
something or
They were going to
whatever.
have a long career.
Yeah. Well, apparently they were supposed to make a Star Wars show, and that's
Yes.
why they were trying to wrap up Game of Thrones.
That's why they.
And then
had
Disney
to.
was like, "Oh, buddy."
No, because it was the fact that Game of Thrones ending failed that cost them the Star Wars thing.
Right, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because they didn't read their contract, and it's like if Game of Thrones fails, you're done.
Yeah.
And Disney has every right to cancel the contract.
That's why
Yeah.
I think Colin Trevorrow got fired from 9 because he made Book of Henry, and nobody liked that movie. So.
Probably.
Yeah.
Would you like to explain how it ends?
Yeah. Explain that.
Do you not know how it ends?
Yeah,
Because I can then.
I've never watched Game of Thrones, so you have to explain it to me like I'm 6.
Okay, everybody, calm it
No,
down.
not like you're 6. You gotta explain it as
Jesus
he's an
Christ.
adult.
At least 18, all right?
Yeah.
Explain it like you're 18.
So some crazy shit happens, yo.
Oh, God.
Skibbity Riz.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm closing this
This is
off.
the worst.
No,
episode.
come
Did
No,
you
okay,
actually fade to black?
He
I
did.
did.
Don't,
Oh, hell
don't
yeah.
do
My man.
I have the power.
We got to get the brain rot for the youth.
No.
So like, Jon Snow and Cassilia. I can't.
Who?
You know, what's her name?
No, we don't know.
The Queen of Dragons.
Daenerys?
Daenerys Targaryen. Thank you. They're together and in love.
Okay.
But she's also his aunt.
Oh.
But that's a common thing in the Targaryen family is incest.
So wait a minute.
Yeah.
Do you approve of that?
I know you're going with
I
this.
think it's stupid.
I know where you're going with this.
Oh, you think it's stupid?
I think it's stupid.
think
So you
it's
think
stupid.
you think Game of Thrones is a good show?
Up until like the second to last season, yeah, I think it's good.
So you think it's bad for me to like Old Boy because that has incest, but
Yeah.
you like Game of Thrones even though it has incest.
Okay, but the thing about what I'm talking about, it's good up until the second to last season.
Okay.
It starts with that in the second to last season.
It starts
With
with
the
the
incest?
incest.
No, they start the very first episode.
No,
There's
they
like two
don't.
cousins fucking, and then like somebody comes in, and then he's
They're
like,
brother and sister. I never said I like that.
"That's
platform.
worse. That's worse."
Jamie and Cersei Lannister. I don't like that. That's gross.
But you like do you like the first season?
It's okay. Like I mean, people were like, "Oh, I love Sean Bean. He's
Get a
gonna
load
be
of
the
this
best."
guy.
What?
He's backtracking. What do you like about this show? It seems like you're backtracking.
Can you explain the ending?
Can I at least
you
get
got
to
to
that?
the- you
My
got to them
God.
screwing.
Sure.
Chatterboxes.
If you
They're like
must.
they're like those fucking Muppets that are in the upper
Lower and
row.
Statler.
Good lord.
I'm both of them.
Oh, this guy's a joke.
He
Oh.
interrupted you a few times.
Yeah,
by
but
the
he's valid with his interruptions.
So am I.
No.
We're talking about incest here. What more-
Come on, what more do you want? All right, what was the ending like?
Well, it's really bad.
You say it's bad.
Okay,
just
let me
talk about it.
Jesus Christ, let me get a word out. Shut the fuck up.
Good God. Oh my
Oh.
goodness.
Lord.
Why is it bad?
We're giving you these jumping off points. Take it.
First one. too.
Just jump.
You all were able to say what you wanted to say. Let me get to
We're
what
letting you do it.
I wish I could
Talk.
do one fucking
Do it
you.
now. Go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh
Act-
my God, we're giving you this
I
opportunity.
love the fact that you're like, we're giving you this opportunity. We're giving you this opportunity.
3, 2, 1, go now.
Camera, lights, action, go.
Okay. Are you done? Oh my God.
Go. Yes. Go.
Floor's yours.
I can't with you keep fucking
Go.
interrupting.
Jesus. Say it.
Christ. So Daenerys and him and Jon Snow are together, and she goes crazy because there's a thing about the Targaryens potentially having insanity, but it goes completely against like her whole character arc throughout the entire series of her being like, different from the Targaryens, and like sure she wants her birthright of the Iron Throne, but you know she wants it for a different reason, and then she starts going nuts and using her dragons to basically kill everyone in King's Landing, and she goes to Jon Snow and like wants him to basically join her and all this shit, and then he kills her. Her dragon flies off with her body before after it melts the Iron Throne. I'm pretty sure it melts,
It melts it before.
Yeah, it melts it before, and then he goes back to the Night's Watch.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
He gets imprisoned for a year.
And then he goes beyond the wall.
Yeah.
That's right. He goes with the wildlings beyond the wall. And they have the opportunity to kind of get rid of the whole kingdom thing, like with kings, and somebody's, I think Sam suggests doing like democracy, and they laugh at him, and then they're like, no, we're gonna have a king. Arya in the last season also kills the Night King, which I didn't like at all, because I think it should have been Jon Snow, because they built it up the entire series for him to basically be one-on-one against the Night King. So like the last season had a lot of flaws that I didn't feel. It felt very, very rushed. That battle you couldn't see unless they were like, you have to have a special TV to watch it because it was so goddamn dark.
Had the budget somehow, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean a special TV?
Like they were like, you have to.
It's so dark that you needed.
literally needed like a certain type of television in order to watch it, which most of the fan base didn't have. So it looked like you're watching a TV like that, like just black.
It would be black with just random like puffs of explosions.
Yeah, and little like
You can imagine the battle. It's in your head.
yeah, make it how you want.
Yeah.
There's
And
a
then-
battle in Lego City.
There was
Hey!
a Starbucks cup on a table.
Yeah, that they edited out
They had
later.
to edit out.
Oh, shit like that happens all the time.
I mean, they built up the whole battle of oh god, what the hell is his name?
Hound.
Birdface, the Hound versus the Mountain because they're brothers, and then it was like a 5-minute thing that was
Well, it's 5 minutes, but in actuality, it was 1. But they slowed it down.
yeah, and it was super underwhelming. They just fall off a tower. Cersei and Jaime Lannister die together, which the whole thing was like him kind of being with maybe Brienne of Tarth because she's in love with him. He makes her a knight, which their whole arc was good. Like that whole relationship was kind of healthy. And then he goes back to Cersei, and then they die together. It's like supposed to be romantic, but it wasn't. It just was
and
very
then
rushed.
Peter Dinklage shows up.
Yeah.
Well, he was always in the show, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And he goes, I'm indisposable for this franchise. Out of the way.
I drink and I know things.
Yes.
Yay. Bring me some hookers.
I want to be in Snow White.
I'm going to be the Toxic Avenger.
Which he's not really. He's just the voice. I'm pretty sure.
No, he's
got the
he's-
makeup
Well, he's
on
also
there.
he's the main character before he lands in the toxic waste. It's a different actor.
No, they got him in that metal.
No, it's a different actor.
But yeah, that's why I didn't like Game of Thrones ending. Oh.
Okay.
all right.
Well, shit.
Cool.
I didn't know half of what you were talking about.
So
Yeah.
That's fine.
considering how lost I am,
Oh boy.
I'm going to talk about the ending of Lost.
Okay, well that didn't work as well because you were supposed to be like, speaking of Lost, and then like another show.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you
talk
name a
about
show
6
that's
Feet
still
Under.
ongoing.
Ugh.
God.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
This show's still ongoing.
speaking of
Family
Lost,
Gay.
Slumdog Millionaire.
The Electric State, pretty bad. That's a bad movie in general.
Right, I was gonna say.
The
The bad ending was when they signed the checks.
Bad ending was when they had Millie Bobby Brown.
Speaking of Lost, have you heard of a movie called Trap?
Yeah. Yeah, I hate that movie.
talked
My
about this,
brother
yeah.
made me watch it with him when he came over once, and just like I couldn't ignore. None of it made sense the entire movie.
Yeah. It's an M. Night Shyamalan movie, if you haven't heard or
What a
seen or
twist.
about it. And it's just a murderer in a stadium with his daughter, and the police know he's there, but no one connects the dots at all. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, this grown man at like a concert for like teenage girls. They're not gonna look at this guy.
Yeah.
Taking his daughter?
He's like the whitest, most masculine guy at a whatever girl concert. Like, and not to mention, they told some people like how he looks like. Why didn't you tell the police force who to look for? Because they were going row by row to try and find the guy, so they know who he looks like. But the ending of the movie is basically, he gets caught and then gets shipped in with the police, and he just is laughing in the back of the van when he's leaving, and he
It
pulls
wasn't
out.
a van; it was an ambulance, right?
No, it was a police like riot van.
Oh, okay.
But basically, before he goes into the van, he picks up his daughter's like tricycle bike.
Yeah, which makes no sense. Why the
I'm just
police?
picturing him on a little tricycle getting away.
Yeah, the police.
Mind
are,
you, the daughter is like 15 to 16 years old. Why does she have a tricycle bike
Yeah.
in the yard?
She's young at heart. I don't know. I'm trying to think like what would M. Night Shyamalan say, but I don't know what he would.
He touches the bicycle and he starts to melt.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, but it's
exactly.
moments like that where he touches the bicycle. Like the police just let him do it. He's this murderer. They've caught him, but like he gets down on one knee and just starts touching the bike, and the police don't do anything.
They don't like
Not to
search him.
mention,
Yeah.
of all like the police movies and protocols they have in place, you would never arrest a suspect with their hands in front of them.
Yeah,
Like,
especially he's the butcher.
he's the butcher. He's killed
Yeah.
like, I don't know how many people. I'm going to say 30 because he's a serial killer. And there's even a guy in his basement when he's at the concert that he looks at.
Yeah, and that also made no sense whatsoever. The live stream of saying, "Oh, there's a blue door. Everyone, find a blue door in your neighborhood." So it's like, okay, you're implying that everyone's just breaking down blue doors and going in basements. That makes no sense either. But
And then he goes into the police cruiser and then he starts laughing and then he pulls out a pin from like whatever fuck he got from the
Yeah.
tricycle.
they probably thought that was like a clever like Silence of the Lambs moment, but it just falls flat on its face.
Is there no like cop in the back with him?
No. They
He's
just left him alone.
Yeah, they don't do that.
Yeah, they left him
Yeah.
alone, and then he just sits there as he undoes both of his cuffs, and then he's like, and then it cuts to black, and it's like, how are you going to get out of the truck, dumbass? Then
Yeah, he, does,
it's,
he gets out of the.
it's locked from the inside.
there's no,
You can't-
there's
or
no like
outside.
door
You can't-
handle
He
on
gets
the
out of the
fucking.
handcuffs and then he opens the door. He's like, ah.
What is
This
he going
car's
to do?
going 45
Damn it.
miles an hour. If I
The
jump,
twist
I'm
should have
dead.
been he kills himself in the ambulance to get, and then the cops don't like have any justice. because he escaped it. That would have been a better twist.
In the real
It might have
trap.
been slightly, but that couldn't have saved that movie.
No, absolutely.
The whole
not.
movie is illogical. Nothing makes sense in the movie and the choices that are made.
You know what he acts like? He acts like Hitman because he puts on different outfits and stuff, and just immediately everyone is like, "Who is this guy? This is a new guy."
Yeah.
Like, where'd the white guy go?
Are you supposed to be like rooting for him in the movie?
I think honestly, you maybe are because it is his point of view.
Yeah, that's
But
a weird
that's just bad.
place to take that.
Yeah, I feel like that the movie is kind of entertaining in the sense that it is so rancid and bad that you can't help but laugh at it. Like
That's a lot of M. Night movies.
Yeah, my brother says it's a masterpiece just because of how funny and bad it is.
Yeah.
It's like a room.
But you just think it's
Yeah.
just bad.
I get some enjoyment out of it, just shitting on it. But
Yeah.
even like that smile at the end, my brother's like, "Wait for this, wait for that," and it's just like the goofiest smile
Well,
you've
your brother
ever
liked
seen.
it?
My brother loves it because it's so bad.
It's like a so
Oh,
bad
okay.
it's good kind of thing.
Okay.
Like The Room. It might be
Well.
on that level. I'm not lying.
Do you have more to talk about it with?
Oh hell no!
Okay.
I don't
I'm
want to
glad you
talk
brought it
anymore
up
about
so I
it.
can get out my frustrations on
So
this
this is the
movie.
plot of
So-
Lost then? That's
No.
strange.
So speaking of M. Night Shyamalan, I'd like to go one more time.
Okay.
You have an M Night Shyamalan.
I do have an M. Night Shyamalan
Oh.
movie.
Which one? A lot of them have pretty bad endings.
Which one? Okay, which one has a bad ending?
Oh, well, you called me out here. Now I gotta think of some.
Where do I begin?
I don't.
Um,
Anything after like Unbreakable has a pretty bad ending. I think.
Speaking of Unbreakable,
Oh,
my bad
huh?
movie is Glass.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
Glass.
Yeah. That whole movie
Is that
itself
the one with Samuel?
with Samuel Jackson?
Yeah,
Yeah,
No,
well,
just
that
some guy,
and Unbreakable both
just
have
a guy
him in
named
it.
Samuel.
yeah, just Sam.
Samuel?
Samuel the PA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got Samuel the PA for in this shit.
Holy shit, it's the PA. Holy crap. Yeah, so that one I
You
hate
don't like
that.
superpowers?
I no, I don't
You
like
like
that.
superheroes in the movie?
I don't like that movie at all. But the ending especially because it doesn't make any fucking sense. They introduced some sort of like weird organization that has never previously existed in either Unbreakable or Split, which Split is great. Split's a good movie.
Yeah,
I like
Split's okay.
that one's good. Unbreakable's great. Those are like some of the rare ones of his that are good. But then they kill off, spoilers, both the Beast character of was it James McAvoy and Bruce Willis's his trench coat dude.
It's a poncho. It's a
the poncho.
It's a rain
Poncho.
They kill him literally in a fucking puddle.
Yeah.
It's the dumbest thing.
Well, he's weak
It's
to
like,
water.
Take my hand. It's gonna be okay. And then they're like, no, and they just push him down and kill him.
No, because
No.
he can't die by physical means.
No,
so
I know they have to
drown
drown him because that's his weakness is water.
Yeah, he can't swim.
Which, okay, it means you're allergic to your own body, 'cause, mostly made of water.
Well, that's a problem with Unbreakable too. Then.
Yeah, but it's just it doesn't make any sense that they kill off them and then Samuel Jackson's character dies. I think because the Beast like crushes him, kind of.
The
because
beast
of his
just
glass.
pushes him over and
And like
he
breaks all his
dies
bones
internal
and internal
bleeding.
organs. It's just
And then
it's very
Samuel L.
very
Jackson
unsatisfying
opens up a zipper.
because it took
That guy.
it takes these other two movies that are great and then just puts them together and then just shits on them.
Yeah.
It's like build up for these characters to have more like time and effort and like, oh, you're building up potential rivalries or universe or whatever for these characters to be their ultimate enemies, and then it's just like it's just
You didn't
over
even
and
bring
it's-
up the other ending, like
What
the
other
actual end of it.
what were they
Where basically
spread all the
glass.
information and
Yeah, they
find all
spread
the
the
other
information
superheroes?
across the world.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, superheroes.
They
What are
exist, they
superheroes?
real,
They
oh,
exist."
God.
And then everyone else would be like, who the fuck uploaded this
Yeah.
murder scene
Yeah.
on national TV?
Who
Like,
does that? It's
Like, what
yeah.
the hell?
When Unbreakable came out, I think it came out in like 2000. Like superhero movies weren't like a super big thing. So like with that, it was like it brought superheroes to like it did like a unique take on them.
You were this close to the greatness that is Spider-Man.
Oh sure. Well, maybe I more so mean like it's like a good movie, like it's a good thriller, Unbreakable with like superheroes and like kind of exploring like themes of them and stuff.
Because it builds up to that. It's kind of like a normal-ish movie until it gets to that point where he realizes that he is Unbreakable.
Yeah. I'm just saying for like a movie like Glass, which sounds like it's trying to do something else about superheroes or comment on them, it doesn't really work because there's a lot of fucking superhero movies out now.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I feel like M. Night Shyamalan, unfortunately, he was kind of put in a box where he couldn't really make a good movie out of that, maybe.
I'm sure the studio forced him.
Yeah, but he
if you want your budget for your next film, you need to make this one.
A lot of his endings are also unsatisfying.
Yeah.
Which...
Well, it's because they always involve a twist.
Of some kind, like signs.
For the most part,
they're
yeah.
Usually
allergic to
5
water.
minutes or 10 minutes before the movie ends. It's some twist.
Yeah. Yeah. What a twist.
What a twist. So, Brian.
What? what
do
about
you-
him? Or we go back to him?
Yeah.
I don't... Okay.
I don't know.
We're going.
Sean already fucked up the cycle. We were going like this.
Because it was perfect. I had an M. Night Shyamalan movie. We were talking about M. Night Shyamalan.
Fine.
It was cohesive.
All right. Well, why don't you go if you got one?
Yeah, I got. Well, this one's a movie. Do you remember?
That's great.
It's called 8-Bit Christmas.
You've mentioned it to me multiple times, but I don't think I've ever watched it.
Yeah, well, it was. We actually read the log line in one of our classes, and I thought, oh, that sounds kind of interesting. And then I saw it on Max or something, or one of the streaming services. I'm like, okay, I'll give it a watch. It's not a great movie, but the whole goal of it is like, it starts with Neil Patrick Harris as an adult with his daughter, and he tells his daughter the story about how he got a Nintendo Entertainment System in the 80s. And it just shows him as a child, just the journey he goes through to try and get it. And the ending of it, I hate this movie because he doesn't actually get the NES.
What
Okay.
was the
Yeah.
point then?
It sort of has like this sort of hallmark lesson of like, you should work hard for your
What was
stuff,
the whole point
and
of the movie
you shouldn't.
then?
Well, the whole time he's
Wasn't
trying
he working hard to get the NES?
Yeah.
Oh, was
Yeah,
it like
so
one of
he-
those, the real NES was the friends we made along the way kind of
Oh,
things?
Christ.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's a
Well,
lot of
they-
movies with that.
They try to tie it in with like at the beginning of the movie, the daughter's complaining like, "I want a new iPhone." It's like, you're gonna have to work for it, daughter. Whatever.
I would love
work
if that's
for
an
it.
actual like line of dialogue in the film. Daughter.
Yeah, he just casually went to like, yeah, I just worked over the summer. I just did a job and bought it.
Okay.
I'm like, that was so unsatisfying because there are like, I want to say 5 or 6 times in the movie where you think he's gonna get it. I think at one point he does, but it gets ran over by a car, and then comes Christmas, he think he's gonna get it again, and they just keep doing it until it's back in modern day, and the daughter's like, so when did you get it? It's like, oh, I just got it like, next summer when I work.
Oh, just off screen.
Yeah, just like,
Okay.
that is so unsatisfying because I wasn't a big fan of the movie anyways, but that just like
Well, Brian,
it wasn't great.
now you have an edit you can make where
What's
it's just him talking, and then it cuts immediately to the end. It's like, oh, I just bought it the next over the summer.
Okay.
It's like, you should work over
Yeah.
the summer. All right, thanks, Dad. And it's
And
a
that's
10-minute
it. That's
movie.
just the whole movie. Right
That's
there.
the whole movie.
There is one shocking thing in the movie I want to mention. They imply that they kill a dog.
Oh my god.
What?
Yeah, so like
For an NES?
well, a big tube TV falls over, and
Oh,
you
it's
think
okay,
it kills a dog. And in the moment, I'm like, this is like a family kids movie. I'm like, I feel like a lot of people are gonna tune out after this.
Yeah.
But like 40 minutes later, it's shown that like the dog has a bandage on it.
Oh my
It's
god.
like they took it to the
That's
vet.
it? Okay.
I don't know. It's just one of
I
those
hate
things.
that.
I'm like, and they went back on it.
Wasn't it you said Greg who watched American Psycho and
Yeah.
like, saw the dog killing and he was like, turn it off.
Yeah, we were
Like if we show
Turn
8-Bit
it
Christmas to
off.
him, if we show 8-Bit Christmas to him, how will he react? It's just like, no, this is
Yeah.
I'm drawing the line here.
Yeah, that I gotta say, out of everything that could have happened in that scene, I was not expecting a giant tube TV to fall on a dog.
When did this movie come out?
Like a few years ago, like past
years
2020.
ago.
Really?
I remember seeing like advertisements for it on like I think Instagram
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah, because I don't remember this movie at all.
Yeah, they actually have the Nintendo brand in there and some footage of like Balloon Fight and some other games. So
Balloon Fight's a bop, by the way. That's a good game.
I like Balloon Fight. Yeah, that one's not bad.
2021 is when it came out.
2020. Oh, God.
We were in college.
I have no. Steve Zahn's in this. Oh, then why is it bad? I mean, it sounds great to me.
I think he's the dad in the Neil Patrick Harris's dad in the when he's a kid.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, and of course, like his first try is he like tries to convince his parents to get it for him.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, so is it, I'm sorry if I don't. This movie doesn't sound good to me. But like, isn't it like you said? It's Neil Patrick Harris as an adult, but it flashbacks to him as a kid.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not Neil Patrick Harris playing a child.
Okay.
That would be honestly that would be more interesting than what they did.
I got confused for a minute there.
Yeah.
They just do what they did on Dexter, just give him a wig.
Yeah. There you go. Or.
Yeah.
Better Call Saul. Anytime there's a flashback in that show,
yeah,
I love Better Call Saul, but that anytime they do a flashback and they still look old, I'm just like, oh god.
Yeah, it is kind of fun. Like Jesse in like the last
Yeah.
season, where his voice is just noticeably.
You gotta light. He's like so old now.
Yeah, bitch.
Hello, bitch. Oh god.
Like I know you had to take your arthritic
yeah,
medication this morning, Jesse.
Oh, good lord.
But yeah, that's 8-Bit Christmas.
Okay. Well, I'm not even going to try with transitions anymore at this point.
Speaking of Lost.
yeah, just go back to that every time. Speaking of Lost, The Whale. I don't know if you guys remember The Whale with Brendan Fraser.
Oscar winner Brendan Fraser?
Yeah. Brendan Fraser.
No, I'm just thinking of the one time you were like, I think I told you, like, if I wanted to see the whale, I'd just go look in a mirror.
yeah.
Oh, God.
And then you told your parents, and they were like, oh my god, who said that to him? And he's like, no, he said it to himself.
Yeah, they're like, why would they say that? I'm like, you met Tony. He's a funny guy. He's a funny guy. What can I say?
Guy, no.
Come on.
Dark humor. Over
Hey, he does it all the time.
Take your clothes off.
Yeah, I didn't say that to my parents. Fuck that.
But the whale. What?
Yeah. So when I watched I've only seen The Whale once, and I know a lot of people don't really like it, but I think it's like a decent enough film, and it's directed by Darren Aronofsky, who, if you don't know, he directed like a bunch of movies that I'm not really a fan of, because I just think they get like, even for me, who's like kind of artsy fartsy sometimes, he's a little too like
sometimes.
Full of himself. Yeah, you shut up. No, I know for like the film Mother, where it's like, oh, the whole thing is about Mother Nature and relationship with God. Do you get it? It's like, yeah, I get it, but what's the point?
I hate that movie.
Yeah, it's not.
My ex-girlfriend made us watch it, and I was just fucking suffering the whole time.
What do you got against mothers?
Not Mothers, the movie Mother with Jennifer Lawrence. It was a horrible movie.
Is that why you guys broke up?
No, we broke up for other reasons.
Oh.
I thought you were going to say she made me watch it every single fucking day.
Yeah.
No, she was
That's
like
her
hyping it up,
movie.
and it's like, this is not a good movie. I want to leave and watch something else.
I want to see a crowd of people eat my baby and watch her scream.
Yeah, that was...
That happens in the movie. Alex is not just saying that for no reason.
Yeah.
Yes, I've ever seen the movie, which is just about Jesus and...
No,
yeah.
but The Whale is actually not a bad film. It's pretty down to earth for like the most part. Like, it's mostly in this one location.
Isn't he trying to connect with his daughter?
Yeah, that's what it's about. It's about like this character who has thought that he's basically failed in life, and he tries to like make amends for things, and it gets pretty like emotional, and like there are many scenes where he's reconciling with certain characters, and again, it's all set in one location, so it's like a very like closed in film, and it feels like real. And I actually like was pretty close to tearing up at one point, but I have no soul, so I didn't. But the end of the movie comes, and the character is about to die, and he's like walking to his daughter, and it is pretty overly dramatic, but I get what they were going for. Like, she was like previously in the film, she was like, walk to me, like, come to me.
Why is he gonna die?
Well, have you seen him? I mean,
I don't know. Maybe someone poisoned him.
At one point, he like was like binge eating, and he was like basically on his like last legs, basically.
He had a doctor.
That's gonna be
like,
me one day.
Eventually, someone like his caretaker was like, "If you do too much, you're gonna have."
Have you seen the movie?
I know enough of it.
Oh, okay.
Was he order like 5 Little Caesars pizzas? Like, this is it.
Basically, yeah.
It's hot and
No, there
ready,
is
and so am
one
I.
point, yeah, where he like
Hot and ready.
there is a point where like he is like in his low point and just starts eating like everything in the house, basically. Oh, you're laughing.
I have a low point every night. Jesus. That's his low point.
God damn it.
I'm a garbage disposal in the middle of the night. You know how often I pass my dad in the night and I'm like, oh, I'm going to eat a cup of peanut butter or something.
You look like Stitch when he's opened the fridge.
Yeah. Oh god. There's always a trail of crumbs leading back to my room. Yeah.
You know where he is. Follow the ants.
Okay, anyway, I don't know how to move on from that. Okay, no. What happens is, shit. He's walking to his daughter, and it's very emotional. But at the very last second, Darren Aronofsky can't help himself. The main character Charlie, he's about to die, but it cuts to him. It cuts to like his feet, like lifting up into the air, like he's like going up into the heavens.
He's like doing the Jesse thing when he's
kind of, but it's like it looks so kind of. Well, it's not like that. It's like basically like two shots. It's him like floating in the air, and then it cuts to like a beach. Like him on a beach with like I guess it was like they called back to it early in the movie. It was just like the weirdest way of ending it.
Is he thin on the beach?
Yeah, it's before like he got like depressed because like I think like his like lover died and that's what caused him to like start overeating basically.
Like his daughter's mom?
No, like he had an affair with his wife and he started dating somebody else who died.
Oh, okay.
That's why he blamed himself.
Because
he kind of
it's been a while since I've seen it, but basically the whole movie is so grounded, but just the very ending is just like, why would you do that? You were doing so good.
Because it's his mind. He's trying to give himself a happy ending when in actuality
I get what they were going for.
Right
I'm just talking about the execution. Like story wise,
you have somebody else give you a happy ending.
Okay, so I'm fine with like writing wise and like. Writing wise, like I get what they were going for. It's just the way that it was shot and directed that I was just like, oh, I did not like that ending.
Okay,
and it kind of soured me on the rest of that movie. I'm sure, like
I'll have to watch it. It might be a comedy for me, but
it's pretty depressing. I know a lot of people don't really like it because it's like about like somebody.
It's a little too real.
No, I don't know. I feel like there are like, I feel like because there's a lot of people who are like, oh, this movie's like fat phobic or whatever. I don't think like a lot of fat people really care about this movie. Or like,
I mean, Town just made like 5 fat.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of. I feel like mostly like people who hate this movie are like virtue signaling or trying to be like, this movie sucks.
Yeah,
I mean, from the sound, I kind of knew a little bit of the story, but it sounds like one worth telling.
Yeah,
and probably one that not a lot of people want to touch because of people like you mentioned that are.
Well, also,
I guess is fat phobic. Like it isn't.
Yeah, like I'm not saying that those people are wrong for thinking that, but also the film is about grief and like regret and depression. The fact that the character is fat is incidental. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously that's like a pull for marketing reasons, but that's not what the film's about. So
Brendan Fraser, he didn't gain all that weight, did he?
Fraser, no, he was wearing a fat suit.
Okay, thank God.
Fraser.
Yes. His name is Fraser.
Okay, I'm actually trying to pronounce it correctly.
It is
Brendan
I'm not
Fraser.
doing
a bit right now.
No.
Brendan Fraser. Fraser.
Yes.
Okay, Fraser.
That's how you actually.
So it sounds like a Z.
I'm just gonna call him the Mummy Dude.
The Mummy Dude. Rick O'Connell.
Hi, I'm Brendan Fraser. You're watching Comedy Central. That's Fraser, not Frasier. If you say Frasier, I know where you live.
All right, who's next?
He looks great now.
Oh yeah, I love him. I hope he acts in more
I'm
movies.
happy he's got a comeback going on.
Wasn't he in Oppenheimer?
No.
I thought he was in Oppenheimer.
I could have swore he was in Oppenheimer too.
No, he was a lawyer, right?
What?
Wasn't he something in Oppenheimer? Like a bit role?
Yeah. No, he was like a lawyer.
Maybe.
No, wait, no. He was in Killers of the Flower Moon.
Oh, yeah, that's
Why did I think it was Oppenheimer?
Because they're both really long.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, of course. Anyway, whoever's turn is it next? I don't know.
Diner, you go next.
How about you go?
Okay, fine.
Because I only got one left.
You only got one left?
Because you guys took the
I got a
other
bunch
one.
left.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, yeah, no, keep going.
We can do speed rounds at some point.
Well, I have... you want me to do a show, or do you want me to do a movie?
Whatever you want, whatever you think's more
Whatever you
interesting.
want,
I'm going to do the Planet of the Apes movie that you don't like.
Oh, the 2001?
The one with Mark Wahlberg.
Go ahead.
Oh, the remake.
The remake of
Go right ahead,
the remake of Planet of the Apes. The whole movie kind of isn't that great.
No.
Because it's just, hi, I'm Mark Wahlberg. How's your mother? I'm from Boston.
I'm from Boston.
I could have stopped.
What are these
9/11.
monkeys?
We were so connected for that, bro. Oh my god. I got to see the playback of that later. Holy shit.
If I was on the plane, the monkeys wouldn't have taken
That's
me.
how he.
So like
Oh,
that
God.
that whole movie is Tim Burton did that one, right? I believe.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
So it definitely has the essence of Tim Burton in it. It's very different than the original, but also kind of not. The ending of it I don't like whatsoever because it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Explain.
Well, the ending is he gets back in his ship that he has a spare one because the little chimpanzee they sent forward somehow didn't go first,
Yeah.
but also
Yeah.
did somehow because they're on Earth, I think, still.
Well, yeah, that's the whole Planet of the Apes.
yeah.
It's Earth.
But it's like thousands of years in the future or something. It's been a really long time since I've seen it, but I remember the ending because I hate it.
Yeah.
So he goes in the ship to go back to Earth to do something. And when he gets there, he crash lands in front of the Lincoln Memorial. And he goes up to it, and it's a fucking ape. and it's an ape with really big ape ears.
Yeah.
And still, but like, it doesn't make any sense.
And then he's surrounded by ape.
Then he's surrounded by
military
ape,
and stuff,
and everyone's apes. And it's just and gorillas
Everyone's
and shit.
apes.
It's just like it's just terrible. And they're people taking pictures and be like, "Oh my god, it's a human being!"
Yeah.
And you're telling the audience that basically history has repeated itself
Yeah.
perfectly.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that like the future? Did he go to the future?
No, because he goes to like modern day, because they're driving Crown
Well,
Victorias.
I will say that's actually the ending of it. It's sort of like an expansion on the ending of the book, which is what the original Planet of the Apes was based on. It was all
Okay.
based on a book. But here's the thing.
Never read it. Too many words.
I'll let you in. I'll let you in on a little secret. That ending sucks too. So
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
it's like the book, like Jaws. They changed a lot from the book.
yeah. So
What happened to Jaws? Did they kiss?
Way more depressing.
Oh, okay.
Jaws was based on a book.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know
it's
that.
a depressing book for
Oh,
the
okay.
most part. Like Hooper dies, he gets eaten by the shark.
Oh.
It's like
Yeah.
okay, nobody wins.
But he's also kind of a piece of shit in the book.
Oh, okay.
drunk
He sleeps with
alcoholic.
Brody's wife.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway.
not a good guy.
Spoilers for anyone who wants to read a book that came out like 45 years ago.
Can I go next? Because I actually have another
Yeah.
Planet of the Apes movie. I wanna
You know
bounce
what?
off of that.
I'm done talking about it. We'll never bring it up again.
Great.
Thank you, Mark Wahlberg, for almost preventing 9/11.
Why didn't you? If only he
Yeah.
was on that plane.
That's why he's in a different play movie where he's bald.
We were counting on you, Mark.
I forgot what it was called.
Oh God!
It
It
came
was directed
out.
by Mel Gibson. I know that.
Yeah, it came out and was gone within a week.
Yeah, but you know, Mark, you couldn't have saved him. You couldn't have saved both towers.
No.
Couldn't.
There was
Anyway,
three other planes.
Want to talk about?
Speaking of towers,
No, I'm not. No, there's no towers. I'm going to talk about Conquest of the Planet of the Apes. This is the fourth film in the original series.
No one saw it.
I've seen it.
only he's seen
Do
it.
I not count as people?
No, yes, you do,
No.
of course.
No, he's a
goddamn.
Brian. He
How many-
He's a
doesn't count.
Brian. He does. You're like a Pokemon.
That's worse than what he said.
Before you get into how many Planet of the Apes movies are there?
Of the original ones.
In the original ones, there are 5. Planet of the Apes, Beneath, Escape, Conquest, and Battle. The only ones that are worth seeing are the first one and Conquest of the Planet of the Apes, which I actually think is not a bad movie. The rest aren't. There's a race of psychic nuclear people in the second one that should
yeah,
tell
they're
you
worshiping
everything
a
you need
nuclear
to know.
bomb that somehow destroys the entire fucking planet.
Yeah, that movie is, that's a trip. But Conquest of the Planet of the Apes is actually not a bad like follow up. Like it's an interesting like kind of prequel light kind of where it's like kind of the origins of how the apes kind of rose up against their human like oppressors, and it actually like it has some like good parallels with like other kind of like similar like uprisings and stuff like that. Caesar is a very well defined character. Roddy McDowell.
Isn't he a baby in that?
He was a baby in Escape from the Planet of the Apes.
Okay.
that movie series is a wild ride. One of these days, I just need to do a podcast explaining the plot of the original movies,
It's
and
just
it'll fill
you.
up 2 hours of
That's why
need a
the Andy Circus
chalkboard.
ones are better.
yeah, basically, yeah. No, I will agree. The Andy Circus ones are pretty good. They are doing something different. I love the first Planet of the Apes movie, the
With Charlton Heston.
Charlton Heston. Yeah,
I thought you were gonna say James Franco.
I forgot James Franco was in that.
Brian. I love James Franco.
No.
He's
Anyway.
my favorite Spider-Man character.
Oh God, Conquest of the Planet of the Apes. The ending is kind of because the ending was originally, it's for context, it's all these apes have gathered these human guards from this compound together. This guy is talking down Caesar. He's like, "Oh, you shouldn't do this,"
Woody Harrelson.
No, it's just like I'm back to Conquest of the Planet of the Apes. Jesus, no. There's like Caesar, don't do this, and Caesar's like, fuck humans, they suck. And in the original,
suck my monkey ass.
yeah, and in the original, it's just like the group of apes with like holding these rifles, and they just beat the guards to death, and it's like very grim and very dark. But the studio is like, no, can't do that. So the new ending, like the theatrical ending, is basically they're about to beat him, all the guards, and then one of the apes, I think it's like Caesar's girlfriend, screams like, no, which you can, see the parallels with the Andy Serkis one kind of. And then Caesar's like, after Caesar's girlfriend says no, Caesar's just like, okay, we won't do it. And then that's it. The movie just ends. And it's handled so like awkwardly edited. Like you can clearly tell they didn't go back to reshoot it because they're just he went on this monologue about how humans fucking suck and they should kill all of them. But after like his girlfriend says no, they just reuse the footage and it's so clearly dubbed. It's like it's just it's just a sloppy way to end the movie, honestly. And I'm not saying it should have necessarily been dark. Like I'm okay with that, like more ambiguous ending where it's like, oh, what are the apes going to do now? But just the way that, again, it's just the execution of it is like, that was kind of lame. Anyway, Conquest of the Planet of the Apes is okay. I think the original ending is like on the box set. I don't know. I'm not too keen about owning the other three movies because they're not great. Escape is okay.
Well,
Yeah.
speaking of a third movie, oh no, this is a fourth. Never mind, Town. You go. I fucking like your
So,
transition.
hold on. Is that so? It's Escape from the Planet of the Apes.
The third one.
Third one. Okay. So
It's-
is that at what point in the timeline does that take place in the Snake Plissken Escape from New York? Escape
So,
from
Town,
LA
what's your
timeline?
next? What's your
We're not
next?
talking about the Monkeyverse today.
No, not yet.
What's that monkey game you want me to buy?
Ape War.
Ape War.
We found it on Steam and it
God.
looks terrible, but
That's
I want
Battle
to
for the
play
Planet of the
it.
Apes.
He said if I get it, I'm gonna get malware on my computer.
It's 50 cents. It's just
50
bad.
cents to corrupt your computer.
Sale.
I'm not buying it.
You should buy that,
It's got
though.
8 physics.
Basically buying an STD for your computer, man.
Yeah. I
I'm
kind of
not,
want you to buy that now.
not
Yeah.
infecting myself with that. You can buy it and you
I'm
can
not gonna
stream
buy
it.
it. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm not risking it.
Okay.
Town,
Alright.
you go.
All right, so speaking of monkeys and apes in time, this one is not really a surprise. I'm surprised none of you have said this yet, but The Rise of Skywalker. This one is
I just never want to mention it ever again.
Is that a good movie that has a bad ending, though?
It doesn't
The
have
whole
to be a
movie
good
is
movie.
Hold
bad.
on, we never stipulated it had to be good.
Never,
Okay.
never had to be
It's a
good
terrible movie that has a bad ending. Good movies, bad movies, but enjoyable movies that had an ending that really kind of killed the movie. We never stipulated it had to be good. Good movies, good movies, good movies.
We never stipulated it had to be good movies.
yeah.
Okay.
I think it's infamous because people reference it online all the time. From the
memes.
moment that Rey kisses Kylo Ren to
left field.
yeah, and just how she defeats Palpatine. Like, oh, you got 2 lightsabers now. That's all it took. That's all it took for Palpatine.
My favorite
So
part is the copy and paste of like 7 different ships, but 10,000 times. At the
Yeah.
They all
the
have
fleet
Death
that
Star
shows up.
cannons.
Yeah, can you
No,
imagine?
not just that. No, I'm not talking about those. That's different. I'll get to that. I'm talking about the civilian fleet that shows up. That's
Oh,
literally
sure.
like 7 different ships.
Yeah.
But that the digital asset for the Star Destroyers was literally the same ones from Rogue One that they just upscaled, so nothing was in proper size. So like the windows weren't right. They just did that and then put a big fucking gun underneath it that has the power of a Death Star. This is stupid.
Yeah, it just sort of like nerds' wet dream of like, what if they had a bunch of ships that had the Death Star power, and then they started getting wet in their jeans, and they're like,
we're
oh,
gonna-
write that down, write that down.
We're gonna
write
make
that
them look
down."
like Imperial 1 Star Destroyers.
You
Congratulations.
know how bad Rise of Skywalker is? Even like sequel fans are like, yeah, that movie's not good. Sorry.
Well, the sequel trilogy isn't that good either.
Well,
you know
we
Well,
won't
I disagree.
We won't get into it today. I mean, I think that I think that 7 and 8 are fine, but
We could do a whole podcast.
we will
talking about the
someday, but not
last
that.
film.
Anyway, talk about the
Yeah.
ending though. Why does the ending suck?
Yeah, well, also you get to the ending because it negates what the Last Jedi
Yeah.
set up about Rey being a nobody, and you don't have to come from
Which I
somewhere
liked
to be.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, which was, to Ryan Johnson's credit, pretty good.
Mhm.
But now in the last, I think it's the last shot of the movie where
It is.
some old lady for some reason is just asking who Rey is. Like,
some
I'm Rey.
crusty old hag.
And she's in the
desert.
Skywalker farm.
Yeah, Ray who? Ray Skywalker, and then yeah, everyone walks out of the movie just angry. Just everything about the ending in Rise of Skywalker is just awful.
Yeah.
I think of all the Star Wars movies, that has to be the worst ending.
Yeah.
Now, if it's worse than like the Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones, I think they're kind of on the same plane. But that is the worst ending of.
They
of
at
it
least
all.
lead up into something. Rise of Skywalker, the door is wide open for wherever the fuck
It's a
they're gonna
revolving
go.
door.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a revolving. That's what's gonna happen in the sequel.
Yeah.
It's gonna be old Rey trying to like start the
she's, like,
stupid Jedi
middle-aged.
Academy.
Well, that film has
Middle-aged
also
Rey.
been delayed, so that probably means it's been canceled.
No, not
Hopefully.
necessarily.
Or re-rated.
No,
or-
it's no fault of the actors.
No,
in
the
that
actors are
film.
not the point.
Like, I want them to go on to do other things. Like, I feel bad because, oh God, what the actress that plays Rey,
Daisy
Scott.
Ridley.
Daisy
Ridley,
Ridley.
Ridley Scott.
I know it's
Daisy
Daisy.
Daisy Ridley. I haven't seen her in much, but like I've seen she's got a new movie coming out soon. It's like that's good because
She's
I
in a
want
lot
her.
of indie stuff. I think.
Yeah, I want her to actually have a good career because of that. Because the Star Wars, unfortunately, does have somewhat of a curse with that.
Yeah,
With some of
Oscar
the-
Isaac has a
Oscar
been in a
Isaac-
few
he
different
was
things.
successful before those movies, though.
And Adam Driver.
And Adam Driver. They were all
Yeah.
successful before they were in Star Wars.
Is John Boyega in anything at all, or is
Uh,
it? It might be because he
had
kind
a
of
mishap with Pacific Rim.
Oh yeah,
wasn't
right, I
wasn't
forgot
he
about
shit
that.
talking Star Wars like online?
He did
and
some stuff, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
after
and
his
I feel like-
contract expired.
But
he
they all
just
did it
went-
too. That's where the whole famous "they fly now."
yeah.
And he's been like, "They've been flying since the fucking Clone Wars." It's like, yeah, they've been
Well,
flying forever.
I think the other actors are like, I want to work still, so they're
Yeah.
Yeah.
gonna be quiet
But
about it.
the whole, I love Star Wars. Obviously, we all know that.
What?
You're wearing a Star Wars shirt, right? Is that Star
No,
Wars?
this is a Fallout 4.
It might as
Star
well
Wars.
be a Star
Oh.
Wars.
This is a Fallout 4 T-shirt.
I'm gonna
I
edit
thought
your
that was-
shirt
I thought that was supposed to be
look like
Andor
Star
or
Wars.
something.
No, this is a U.S. Army guy in power armor.
Oh.
Anyway, the whole Emperor Palpatine being alive is stupid. No, you just kill him off because that also negates everything from the other 6 movies of Anakin being the chosen one to bring balance to the Force and essentially defeat the Sith. It negates that because he essentially failed, and it takes the whole thing away. It just doesn't make any goddamn sense.
I don't know if I've ever asked this. This
What?
is now a Star Wars discussion. Damn it! I was really hoping we wouldn't. Have you read the Duel of the Fates script, the original Episode 9 before it became? Rise of
I've seen
Skywalker?
bits and pieces of it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Does
but
it-
you told me it wasn't real.
No,
and
it's
I shouldn't
real.
pay attention to it.
No, it's real.
Okay.
It's like a better basis for a script, but like it's definitely a first draft.
There's been a lot of weird things that I've seen for that. Like at one point, Coruscant was going to be abandoned with like wolves all over the fucking place.
I think that was a concept for Rise of Skywalker, but
which
not
is
for Duel of the
really
Fates.
dumb.
Duel of
'cause
the Fates, it
had
would-
them fighting.
Duel of the Fates would have had the final battle been on course.
Yeah, and it would have had, which would have been cool to see. 'cause
Finn
it
would have had Finn would
an
have
army
led
of stormtroopers,
Yeah,
or former stormtroopers.
that would have been a good basis for his character.
and
arc.
have Imperial
Yeah.
tech and stuff. I remember that.
Ray has a
Double-bladed
dual-bladed-
lightsaber.
Yeah, which is because the lightsaber shattered in 2 at the end of the Last Jedi.
But
Yeah, but then for some reason Ray and Poe have a romance in that movie, and it's like, yeah, it's
Oh yeah, I remember that.
there are parts of that movie that I'm like, yeah,
Well,
you definitely
he's-
could have removed that.
He's a combination of like Han Solo and parts of Luke.
kind of.
And I feel bad for John Boyega's character. But anyway, we
Yeah.
need to move on from this.
Yep, we're going down a rabbit hole. You see what you
I'm,
did?
I'm surprised you guys didn't mention it before. I thought for sure one of you guys were going to mention it first.
I was trying to avoid what
I
just
did have a
happened.
Star Wars movie in mind, but I didn't. I was like, I probably should.
and it wasn't the Rise of Skywalker.
You probably shouldn't.
It wasn't the Rise of Skywalker.
You probably
Which one was
shouldn't.
Well, no, is it my turn
I'm
again?
curious. So you don't have to explain yourself. You just
Okay, I don't like the ending to Rogue One.
What?
Anyone?
um.
Oh, okay.
That's a
I
good.
don't, no, that's a good
I'm
ending.
not saying
good
it's a,
ending.
Oh no, I don't.
I don't
that
like
one.
where it leads up to. Like, I like where it ends on the planet. I don't like where it ends in space.
Why? It's supposed to tie directly into.
I don't like that.
Why?
You're talking about the Darth Vader stuff, right?
It's, yeah, I don't.
That's what
it's
I'm
way
saying.
too soon. Way too soon.
My problem is like if you don't have that baggage of the original Star Wars, it's kind of just like, the story's over. Why are we still doing this?
Yeah,
I disagree.
it's way too soon.
I'm
Because
sa-
you're saying me this random ass princess just showed up, got
She's
the
not a
plan.
random ass princess.
Why
It's
is she at
Princess
war?
fucking Leia.
My problem with, okay,
She's in war zone.
my problem with Rogue One is like half of that movie is like a really interesting like self-contained war film in space, and it definitely works better if you've seen Andor, which is a great show. But then half of Rogue One is like, oh, it's Darth Vader and TIE fighters and like
Did you
all
finish
this shit.
the second season of Rogue One?
I haven't seen the rest
You
of
need to watch that.
I'm gonna.
It makes it so much worse
I'm gonna.
in a good way.
Yeah,
Worse.
I know what you're.
Okay.
We have a rule here. We don't talk Star Wars, otherwise we get really into it.
Well, it's particularly me and him.
I know.
Yes,
We'll hash it out one of these days.
You and me typically agree on things with Star Wars.
Yes, because you're supposed to suspend your disbelief.
Yes,
but I can't
you're like,
suspend
I
it.
don't know, I don't know.
Yeah, Brian has a different opinion. I don't really give a shit about Star Wars that much anymore, even though I'm the one who brought up the Rise of
I
Skywalker.
know. Why is, like, again, you can't. It's like being like.
Ooh, I like to provoke you, Brian.
You're literally the fucking Eric Andre meme. Who killed Hannibal? You fucking did.
Yeah. I didn't make those movies. Go talk to JJ.
Well, speaking of Star Wars, Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Son of a bitch. That was
that
mine.
your last one?
That was my last one. We're doing this together then.
You know what? I've been rewatching the Indiana Jones movie. I think as of like last night, I got bored of Temple of Doom, so I think I turned it off.
Oh my god, I couldn't fucking finish it recently. Willie
Oh, they
Scott
agree with them.
annoyed the shit out of me. She was so annoying.
I'm glad
Yeah.
you agree with us.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it was so
She gets
bad.
knocked off an elephant. She's like, "Oh, I'm wet," and I'm like, oh my God,
we
this
did
is
a
so
video,
boring.
a couple of idiots, where we talked about Indiana
Nice,
Jones.
nice,
But since then,
nice.
we've also been thinking about it and analyzing our placements of the movies, and I might change mine to make it the Kingdom or Temple of Doom is the worst one.
That's
Oh,
exactly
okay.
it. Look,
Oh.
I'm saying the effects, practical and like art elements, awesome. I hate the story and it doesn't, and that's the
I know
big problem. It brings it all down.
Spielberg has said kind of similar things about that. Like he said at one point, it's like his darkest movie that he's ever made, and he would do it differently. Anyway, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Actually, I don't even remember how that one ends. I haven't watched that in many years.
Okay, well, the reason why it's bad now because of the new film that released. That's
Well,
why
Destiny.
it's bad.
Oh, it was bad then too. It was
Well,
bad before then because
Well, no, it had an
aliens-
ending. It was nice. Now it's bad
I mean, you're
because
talking
of the
about
new
you're
one.
talking about that part where they get married. That part
Yes,
is fine.
that's
That
fine.
part is good, but it's the
You're
fact
talking
that
about
they're
the temple
fucking
thing.
aliens.
Yes.
Sorry, they're not extraterrestrial. They're interdimensional aliens.
They're like they completely changed the whole religious and spiritual like, magic.
That's what makes it
It's
work.
Aliens.
That's why Raiders and Last Crusade worked, because it was like biblical stuff that was tangible. That
and
had
Temple of Doom. It's spiritual. It's
well, it's different.
holy spiritual.
It's different, yeah. But
Holy spiritual.
Temple of Doom didn't work
artifact.
for a number of reasons, but that's why Last Crusade was a return to form for Indiana Jones.
I'm
This
just
one-
saying the basis of the artifacts. It's holy or spiritual.
Yeah.
like that's what the stand
and
is.
most of this movie felt okay. It felt
Yes.
fine, but that ending reveal of them being fucking aliens just does not work.
You don't
I
like
Didn't we
don't
know that they were
like it.
aliens the whole movie?
It's
They
hinted
couldn't
at.
figure out what the
It's
skull
like
was made
why
of.
the big old ass crystal skull head.
And it's like, why is it magnetic? This is weird. Blah blah blah. There was a whole bunch of mystery to it that wasn't. But I get where it's coming from, because it's playing into the fact that it's the 1950s, where alien stuff was big at that point in time. Because you have Roswell and all that shit.
Thought it was the 60s.
It was 50s and 60s.
Okay.
Because a lot of
Like late 50s.
a lot of
Yeah.
like movies that were taking place in the 50s or made in the 50s were like aliens or mutant creatures of some kind. But that ending was just not that great. I did
big
not
s-
like that.
What happened to the woman with the coconut head haircut?
Kate Blanchett.
Yeah,
She was like, I want to know information, and the aliens were like, we're gonna melt you.
for some reason her entire like motivation is just knowing everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
And
She
then
goes,
she
this
couldn't
is too much.
comprehend
It's
it.
too much.
Yeah,
And then
she
her
couldn't
head- got-
comprehend it.
She melted.
Yeah.
Basically.
She got what she wanted.
She got
But at what cost?
Her 3 men got sucked up
Yeah.
into the spaceship.
Got sucked.
Yeah, and then the dude who
there was a
who was-
spaceship.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
who-
really don't remember that. Like,
Yeah, well, go ahead.
the dude who was with India, like in his sidekick kind of guy, who was a double agent for the Russians. This whole time he's like, "Oh, I got this money, I got debts. There's gold and shit all around." And then he's getting sucked up, and he's like, "You know what, Indy? I'm gonna be all right." And then let's go, and then fucking dies.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
Well, it's because they don't want to bring the guy back. They really hate the character.
We're like, your character kind of sucks. We're just not gonna bring you back. You were Beowulf. It's fine.
And mind you, town, the spaceship is huge.
is-
They go
it's
into this ancient
massive.
city, and like that's where they go in and like do the whole Crystal Skull thing. They have to then leave the city, sprint to a random ass cliffside that they don't show. They just show up at a cliffside miles away.
Because they went through the well.
No, that's not what happened. They went up. They went back the same way they went.
No,
They
they
did
went-
something different.
Yeah,
It kind
they-
of got them out of there faster.
Yeah,
Okay.
they went through a well this time.
They went on roller skates.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't remember that part. But then they're looking down, and basically the ship is it's like a mile wide.
Yeah, it's huge.
Giant
It's
spaceship
massive.
that
It
just
leaves a
floats
massive
up
crater.
and then zips into the
Interdimensional
space.
bullshit.
Yeah, and then the water river that was right next to it collapses in and fills it in like a lake to hide it. Which is that part I liked.
Yeah.
But
And I like that they reference certain things, like Area 51 is where the Ark of the Covenant went, because they
Yeah.
hit it and there's a box thing that opens
Remember
up.
that?
Yeah. Remember Indiana Jones?
do.
and then at the very end, I was gonna say, and this is why I don't like it, is the wedding scene.
You don't like it because they get married? They're supposed to. They're Endgame.
It's because of the next movie that
the
ruined
Endgame
it.
now.
Oh, okay.
That's
That's not the
why.
fall of Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Wait,
No.
so Indiana Jones gets married or Shia
Yeah.
LaBeouf gets
Indiana
married?
Jones gets
Indiana
married.
Jones marries
He gets married to
Marion.
Shia LaBeouf?
No, he married Shia LaBeouf is his son with Marion from the first movie.
Yeah.
And they get married at the end of it, and the hat gets blown off because the doors of the church open up, and Mutt Williams, or Henry Jones III, picks up the hat and is about to put it on when Indiana grabs it and puts it on himself. It's kind of like saying like, oh, there could be continuing adventures, but with Indiana Jones's son. And the next one's like, no, he died in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Well, if you remember in the Indiana Jones video, you were like, "Oh, hey," but no, Indiana Jones takes it because there's only one Indiana Jones.
Well, that
Yeah,
too. That's
But
Harrison.
that's what I interpreted.
That's Harrison Ford, but they were also kind of interpreting that like it could be passing the torch.
I never
eventually
got
to his
that
son.
message.
It's either one, because Harrison loves the character, but at the same time, it's the studio's decision. He doesn't own.
Yeah.
Yeah,
IP.
because at one point they were talking about doing like a new adventures of young Indiana Jones with Chris Pratt.
Oh. I don't hate Chris Pratt. He's done great roles.
Just
like
go
like
away for a while.
like Parks and Rec and
Garfield again.
Star Lord.
No,
like,
don't
yeah.
do that.
Yeah, too much. Too much.
You don't need to be in everything.
I
And
know
his
they were-
sidekick Millie Bobby Brown.
He doesn't need
I
to be
know-
Garfield and Mario.
They were talking about doing. Oh God, that Garfield movie came and went, didn't
Yeah.
it?
Mm-hmm.
They were
Just you
talking
wait, he's gonna
about
be Link in the
who's
new
the
movie.
who's the who's Phoebe Waller-Bridge's character in Dial of Destiny?
I don't
she's his
even remember
niece
his name.
or goddaughter.
What's her name?
Goddaughter.
Just call her.
I
Fleabag.
can't remember
I
what
don't
the hell
know
her
her
name was.
name.
I think they were talking about like doing like a spin-off with her or something.
Oh fuck!
It
no.
wouldn't be that interesting.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
not that. She's a good actress, but her character is not that interesting. They try to make her kind of swashbuckly, but it just kind of falls flat. And she's more annoying than anything in that movie.
Her and the kid. Indiana Jones is the only person with logic in the
Yeah.
entire film.
Yeah.
Even the Nazis are
Okay.
way
Well,
more
we're getting
stupid.
to. Remember, we made a whole video about this already.
Yes, watch our new.
I got to make
video.
sure I don't want you guys to go on a big plot dump.
Well,
again.
this is both of our thing because this
Yeah.
is my last.
I
This
one.
is a joint venture.
I know.
I still have another 10.
Oh, good.
I
lord.
don't.
Dude,
I don't have another 10. I have
we each get one.
I
Those
have
two get one
one-
more.
Okay, yeah. Well, how about
2, 3 more.
we'll do two more?
Is what I have
Do you
left.
want one more, or we each get one more? What do you?
Yeah,
want?
go ahead. Well, I just talked for
Okay.
a couple minutes.
But do you
guys
have any
go.
left?
Huh?
Do you have any left?
Yeah, I have like 3 more. Oh, God.
We're not doing
I'm not
three.
going to talk
You
about
got to
don't worry
speed running though, because we're almost.
Just bring
out of-
them up. Just
we're
bring
almost
up
out of
all
time
three
here.
next time.
I'll just combine them.
All right.
Just say them all at once.
I want to talk about the ending to Little Shop of Horrors, the Frank Oz directed film.
the movie one.
Yes,
Okay.
from the 80s.
Not the play.
Yes, and not the Roger Corman one. That whole movie. I've watched that Roger Corman one, by the way. It is something. But Little Shop of Horrors, Frank Oz directed it, the 84 version. And it's pretty good for the most part.
Yoda?
Yes.
Okay.
Or Miss Piggy, whichever you prefer.
He's also Kermit, isn't he?
No, he's
No.
just Yoda and Miss Piggy. It's quite the resume. But
How many green guys?
yeah. But I like Little Shop of Horrors. I think it's what?
Just him. It was just him looking at me after saying that. It's just
They
funny.
wanted a bigger reaction for two little green guys.
Yes. No, but Little Shop of Horrors, if you haven't seen it, it's a great adaptation of the musical, which is also an adaptation of the low budget 50s or 60s Roger Corman black and white film, which is one of the first films to star Jack Nicholson, in a supporting role. But anyway, I'm getting off topic here. I'm sorry.
Come on.
Little Shop of Horrors, 80s film, great. I love the puppet effects of Audrey 2. Love Rick Moranis. The other characters, I can't remember the rest of the cast right now. Great film.
Steve Martin.
Yeah, Steve Martin is in it.
Bill
And
Murray.
the actress from the musical as well, who plays Audrey. But great film. But I do have a problem with this film has two endings, the theatrical ending and the original ending. The original ending is awesome from like a technical standpoint. It's, if you don't know the ending to the musical, it's basically it's a very downer ending, but it's also supposed to be very hopeful at the same time. It's like the plant eats Seymour, and at the end it's like all the cast comes out and it's like they sing this big musical number about how like Audrey 2 went out to like invade the world with like more Audrey 2 plants all over, and they said like, hey, you know, don't feed the plants. That's the name of the song. Don't give in to temptation. That's the whole point of the movie, right? Or the musical. And it's supposed to be hopeful because the main cast is like coming out after they all like died throughout the course of it. And they're like, don't give in. We can still fight this or whatever. But the film adaptation of that ending is very like, I mean, it's awesome from like this technical standpoint because it's all these like, it's like these kaiju plants like destroying the city. And it's like very great puppet work and like miniature work. But it's also like a very fucking downer ending because like the main cast doesn't come out and like kind of reassure everyone. Like there's a lyric in the song. It's like, oh, you know, we have to not surrender. We have to like not give up the fight. And then they just show like the military like clearly losing the fight. And it's like, it's just, I get what they were going for. And again, I love the visual effects of like the plants and stuff. It's like great puppet work. It's like a solid like 8 minutes of them destroying the city and it looks awesome, but you don't have that like added baggage of the musical of like the cast coming out and reassuring everyone it's going to be okay. Why are you laughing?
Because he keeps fucking looking at me.
You looked at me
He's
first.
trying to make me laugh.
I'll wrap this up in a second. Okay, come on.
Do the second ending.
I've never watched a movie, so I don't know the context of what you were
I never
talking
watch a
about.
movie.
No, but I can appreciate that from a technical standpoint, but I'm not really a fan of. I get why they cut it, why test audiences were like, oh god. But the theatrical ending is not much better because it's too happy of an ending. Like Seymour still killed people, like to get up to this point. So it's like I don't think he really deserves it. I think if there was like a good middle ground, like if we had that destructive ending, but we had sort of like, you know, that reassurance like from the main cast or something like that. Like maybe they show up as the plants or whatever. Like the plants like open up and you like see their heads, kind of like the Roger Corman one, you know, because that would be a throwback to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, with them,
All right.
how are they going to come back if they're dead?
No, I just told you they fucking look. It's a musical, so it's like
They'll dance back to
they'll
Little,
dance back to life.
Little suspect there.
No, they'll be dead, but it'll be like they're not like ghosts. Like basically, like from a meta perspective, like how the three
they're dead. They can't
like how
continue-
the three ladies
they
the whole time
can't
are not really there.
continue
They're just there for
the
narrative
fight.
purposes.
They could just make them sing different plants.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm dead.
All right, it's a town.
I realize
How are
that
you?
nobody knows what I'm talking about with that. So.
I do know.
I have no
I've seen
fucking
it,
clue
but
what you're
I'm not
talking
defending that
I'm not defending.
because I have nothing to help you with. That's my problem. I can't help you.
It's a good movie though. I mean, it's
is a good
great
movie.
how they made like the actual plant like monster move. They actually, because it like they had to use like 10 or so puppeteers to get it to work, and they had to sing it slow down, and Rick Moranis had to like act in slow motion and speed him up later in order to like make the plant move faster. Like it was great.
Okay.
Okay, you guys don't care. Well, let's just move on. What do you got? Talk about Star Wars again.
Speaking of plants transition here,
You didn't
show
bring up
Shameless.
Shameless.
Great.
Yeah, the show. So a
You're
little bit of
shameless.
backstory. When I had surgery on my lower back, like
You got
a year or two ago, yeah, I had a hole in my ass. I was
gave
on a
us a
lot of
picture.
drugs,
Yeah.
and since I had to plank on my bed for like a month, I couldn't bend down. So I'm like, I'm gonna binge some stuff. Shameless has 11 seasons. I watched all of it straight, and I am very high, like just on like painkillers because I needed them. The ending, now mind you, the last few seasons of Shameless are not great. The quality of writing went down. It sort of turned into more of a goofy sitcom than like the raw edge that it had in the earlier seasons.
Mm.
And the ending. Do you guys know who Frank Gallagher is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he dies from COVID.
Oh.
I'm pretty
I
sure.
thought it was an alcohol.
Yeah, I thought it was
I
alcohol.
thought he overdid
I looked it up. Someone told me because I was on drugs, so I couldn't really remember.
So, yeah, exactly. Do
Yeah,
you
so I
remember all
googled it,
of
and 2 people told me it was like a mixture of that and COVID.
No shit.
Yeah, and I'm like,
I knew they added COVID into the seasons, and I'm like, that's
Yeah.
a stupid
Didn't he
idea.
have Alzheimer's too or something?
yeah, he had a lot of problems near the end, which was
He was a petri dish of diseases.
I kind of wanted to
then
be a
he,
piece of shit till the end, until he
went
really got
crazy.
what came to him. Like, I don't know, someone murders him or something for something because he is a truly despicable character in a lot of these seasons.
Mhm.
Like, just when you think it can't get worse, just how selfish and how much of a narcissist he is, it just gets worse.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
Debbie's just like him, right?
Yeah, Debbie is. I know.
That's why she left the show.
No,
That's Fiona.
Or no,
Fiona.
that was Fiona. Okay,
Fiona
I'm
left the
mixing it
show.
up. That's how much I don't care about the show.
That's pretty much where it dropped off. I know you probably wouldn't like it. There's a lot of sex scenes in the show.
You know me, I hate sex.
You don't like sex scenes?
Yeah.
I hate sex ever since that bitch wife left me.
Well, it's because you
Oh,
cheated on her because you like sex so much.
Yeah, it reminds
Yeah.
you.
You know you're a
What,
product of it, right? I mean,
Your mom and dad
well, okay, hey,
Oh,
don't
whoa.
involve them in this. I'm just saying.
Just
are
because I cheat
wonderful
on my
human
wife,
beings.
I'll do it again. At least Frank Gallagher didn't
It's-
randomly appear on a rusty ship talking to monkeys.
I
Oh,
don't even know
yeah.
what you're talking about with
He was
that.
in the Planet of the Apes movie,
The new one,
the new one.
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
I'm gonna be
He
honest.
was
I
like
don't.
their pet.
I don't remember anything from that
Yeah.
one.
Honestly,
Oh yeah, he did show up. Okay, you're right. You're right.
I feel like a better ending is the entire cast should have just beat Frank to death for something that he did. Like, I mean, they all have like baseball bats. They get him in a circle. Like, Frank, we've had enough, and they beat him to death, and he's smiling as he dies. Like, yeah.
Now you said like when Fiona left the show, like is that like a good ending place?
I guess I don't think the show really needed an ending. They should have just ended it when Fiona left because, like many shows where the main star leaves, it is very hard to replace it because then you have to change all these dynamics.
Yeah.
Like the only show I've ever seen that kind of handled it well was Superstore, when what is her name? I think her name is America.
America
That's
Ferrera.
that's the
Yeah,
actress.
that plays Amy. That's the only show where I've seen where they kind of made it work, where it didn't feel too different.
She left that show.
Yeah, for like the last season.
But then she's back in the finale. So
Yeah, she comes back. How do you know? I thought you only watched the first episode.
He lied to
You
you.
liar. He's
He's
a
a s-
Superstore fan. The
He's
biggest.
a secret enjoyer of Superstore.
no, I just know that that's a thing.
Yeah.
sure, because that's common knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that 70s show, pretty much the same exact thing happens.
Yeah.
Both the ending and the fact that Eric leaves and then comes back for the finale.
Well, it's funny because like who's the guy? Topher Grace. Like he hated what the writers did to his character, so they kind of wrote him out of the final season.
Yeah, and they
he
replaced him with Seth Meyers' brother, who's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't do a great job. Well, I don't know if he didn't do a great job as much as it was just the writing. And also,
Well,
it's
yeah.
kind of hard to replace Topher Grace because he was, the heart of that show.
Yeah, and it's from what I understand, he was like the least piece of shit kind of person on that show,
Yeah.
other than like his parents.
You're talking about actors wise?
Yeah, actor-wise.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Mhm.
Oh God.
Yeah, replacing main characters and then trying to be like, all right, we're going to change dynamics and try to fill that void. Yeah, it just never works.
Didn't Jeremy Allen White kind of become the main character?
Yeah.
In that 70s show?
No, on no, on
Cousin, what are
Shameless.
you fucking doing?
Yeah,
I need hands. I need fucking hands.
yeah. I think his name is Lip in the show. Or
That was
Philip.
it. I was trying to.
Yeah. Well, the way they took his character, it was realistic, but I also didn't like it because as soon as he, he's a genius character, but then he squanders his talents and now he's like just like a regular mechanic. But I feel like if he's such a smart guy, he should be able to work his way out of poverty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he has like an IQ of like 180 or whatever.
Oh wow.
Or I don't know if it's that number. Fact check me, Brian.
Right
Editor
now,
Br-
or are you talking about editing?
Editing Brian.
Oh, okay.
It's actually 300 IQ.
So, Sean,
Yeah.
What are your last 3?
Oh,
Right now. Just say them all right back.
I'm not gonna say them all right.
Rapidamente.
Come
I
on.
actually do have one more.
Too bad.
Well, it's not your turn. Ever. Again.
Okay,
Yeah.
goddamn.
No, sorry.
So, How I Met Your Mother, at a bar, was a TV show that I watched with my brother, and we liked it. The ending of it is really not good.
Well, yeah, that's the point of this video.
Well, they thank you, asshole.
Thank you.
Another piece of
Do you
media
know
with
the
Neil
podcast
Patrick
topic?
Harris having a bad ending.
Yeah.
Who would have thought, you know?
Anyway.
Maybe being in, like, Matrix or something.
I hated that movie.
What movie?
The Matrix 4. I
Oh,
think,
yeah,
where
it was
he's
really
the
dark.
villain. I remember we were watching it in our living room because we rented it, and I still feel stuck there. Like I had to watch it because we paid like
Yeah.
$30 or
And
something.
you burned your house down.
So, like there's 2 characters in it. Robin, or there's a bunch of characters, but Robin is one of them, and then Ted, and Neil Patrick Harris's
bear?
character.
Ted the Bear?
No.
Oh, okay.
Bro,
Anyway.
you're just prolonging this video.
I know.
This
I
podcast.
know. I want to get
Hey, do me a favor.
Mark Wahlberg.
Shut the fuck up.
And take your clothes off.
Take a go.
Take your clothes off.
No!
So, I think the last season, they did Barney is his name because that's Neil Patrick Harris, and Robin get married because they find out like throughout the whole show that they're really in love with each other, blah blah blah, and they're perfect for each other. And the main character Ted is talking to his kids like the whole series about how he met his mother or their mother, and it builds up to like what is it going to be like in the future when they get to the end. And the last season is him actually meeting her and like falling in love and then them getting married and all that shit. And then like the last couple episodes you find out that like she died and then Barney and Robin got divorced. So like the ending is makes no sense cuz like the
It's
whole
so depressing.
well the thing is doesn't
This
make
is
any
a sitcom,
sense.
right?
Yeah. It doesn't make any sense with the 2 of them getting divorced because they were so in love with each other and they were like perfect for each other. And like she changed him, but Barney went back to his old ways or whatever. So the ending is like is him like basically telling his kids like I'm in love with your Aunt Robin, and then he goes and runs after her and like kind of redoes like the beginning of the first season,
Not like
the
a
first episode.
relationship, like or like aunt, like incestuous. Like
I think he understands that.
Well, I just wanted someone to be sure. Okay.
So
Thank you for clarifying the incest.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm the expert on that.
so like
evidently.
my brother also brought this up with that is that like they should have just said instead of it being called How I Met Your Mother, it should be Hey Kids, I want to date your Aunt Robin, and it's just
Well,
it
don't
was
they
really
say that in
disappointing.
at the ending? They're like, "This isn't about you." how
Something
you
like
met
that.
You-
I don't really remember 100%, but I just remember that being like it was like a waste of a whole season to do all this and then introduce this character just to have her die from cancer. Like that's fucking stupid.
Well, yeah.
You want me to do my
cancer
other
is kind of
last one?
stupid.
Yeah, just
Just rapid fire. Just say what it
All right.
is. Don't
Star
explain.
Trek Enterprise
Okay,
was
no
the
idea. Anyway.
Okay, well, it was supposed to have a 5th season where they were going to do a whole lot more with it, but the 4th season ended on a very lackluster kind of cliffhangery thing that then they wrapped up really quickly with some not great looking CGI, and then made the whole thing be something that's done in a virtual reality thing called a holodeck, where one character from Star Trek The Next Generation, which is way, way in the future after this show, is watching like historical data of that, and it just was very, very lackluster how they did it because it was very quick, and one of the characters dies, but he wasn't really going to be dead because it was like a ending cliffhanger where they were going to have him, maybe is he dead or maybe he's not, and they're like, no, he's dead, and it just was a disappointing ending to a show that was finding its footing finally in Star Trek. But Star Trek had been going on since like 1987 at that point, continuously.
Talking about Enterprise, not Star Trek in general.
Star Trek in general, because you had Star Trek Next Generation started in like 87, and that went on for 7 years. Then you had, which started partway through that was...
Oh, you're talking about, okay.
all the other Star Trek. So like people were tired of Star Trek at that
Okay,
point.
I thought you just meant Star Trek in general started in the 80s.
No.
I was about to be like, well, I got news for you.
That was the 60s.
Okay, the last one.
That's it. I was gonna. I'm not
Okay.
gonna
Well, I got one more rapid
'cause
fire.
I had
All right.
one, but I'm not gonna talk about
Rapid
it.
fire.
I'm technically cheating with this because this is based on a manga, but I don't really like the ending.
Dear God.
Yeah.
You're one of them.
This is going to be quick. I don't really like the ending to Dragon Ball Z.
There's an end to that?
Well, not anymore. There isn't. But the original ending to the Dragon Ball manga was, well, after
Hang on.
What?
Hold on. Are you doing the ending to the manga or the ending to the show?
The ending to Dragon Ball Z is the ending to the ending to Dragon Ball Z. The show is the ending to the Dragon Ball manga.
Okay.
Because Dragon Ball manga doesn't have a Z. It just kept going after the Piccolo Jr. 23rd Tenkaichi Budokai. It kept going to the Saiyan Saga.
That's a lot of words.
Well, it's Japan, so I'm sorry.
They have a lot of words, Brian.
They got a lot of words over there in the land of the rising
Japan
sun.
land.
No, okay. So Dragon Ball Z ends with basically not really a cliffhanger, but it's more of like, oh, Goku's going off on all kinds of adventures with this random kid that he just met.
Snake Way.
No, not Snake Way. It's different.
Snake
He never
Way,
got
that's
off
heaven.
of Snake Way.
He was the whole thing was an illusion.
Find out next time. Will Goku get off of Snake Way?
Where the
Yes.
17 episodes later, he's still on fucking Snake Way.
Well, that's a problem with the actual show itself.
That's
that
the
you
one I
need to
watched when I was
Let's
a
go
filler.
look at the B plot real quick. Yep, it's still a stupid road.
Yamcha is still dead.
Oh God, no, Yamcha. He used to be cool, by the way.
Is Krillin doing something cool? Kind of.
Okay, we're
Not
getting
really.
Bowling ball.
We're getting off topic here. Basically, the show ends with like, oh, it's 10 years after the fight with Majin Buu. Goku finds the reincarnation of Majin Buu as this child, and he says, I'm going to go train with you. And then he leaves his family, which he does that all the time anyway, so who cares?
Hey, he's a terrible father.
Yeah, but it's fine. It's Goku.
Look,
He's
his son
got
was
problems.
raised by Piccolo.
Yeah, he's got problems. But he goes off, and then that's basically the ending of it.
Uh-huh.
And it's just kind of like, I get what they were going for. It was like, oh, come up with the rest of it in your head. But it's also like,
Yeah.
no, that's dumb.
Well, originally they set up Gohan to take over, and then the people didn't like that for some reason.
But the problem is that Gohan is not a very reactionary character like Goku is.
Well, it's because they
He's-
changed him for that to keep Goku more relevant, because Goku was originally going to go away,
Yeah.
and then Gohan was going to take over and be the main character.
It didn't work because Goku is a character that reacts to everything around him and changes the world around him. The problem is that Gohan is not that kind of character. So they had to kind of bring Goku back. Anyway, that's it. That's all.
That's a podcast, folks.
Dragon Ball.
Thank you for joining us.
That's all
I
the
hate
Dragon Ball you
anime.
get for now. Oh.
Thank you for joining us on this wonderfully long episode of the Major Idiots podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and favorite to all our social medias where we are Major Idiots Crew. Comment on what movie ending or TV show ending that you did not like, if it destroyed your life. And then if anything
Seek
you
help.
disagree with, just let us know in the comments and we'll be sure to ignore it.
Or we'll
Thank
fight
you
back.
for your time. Have a great day.
Except you, Jeff. Fuck you.